She's got essential oils. You know what the essential oil is?
What?
It's a big can of vegetable oil.
Sorry, I just turned into a shrieking bird there for a second. Oh my god, that's so funny. I didn't notice that it was vegetable oil. Stop.
5, 6, 7, 8.
There's no business like show business.
Mamma mia, here I go again. My
Of the music
I'm gonna move my microphone even further.
I know,
back
I feel like I'm moving my microphone further away because I am going to holler about this movie. Oh my god, Anna.
All right, so welcome back, dear listeners, intrepid heroes, to 5678, a movie musical podcast. Grace and I particularly have been so excited for this film because I had so many questions from the get-go.
Mhm.
Now,
I would like,
as you know from the title of this episode,
yeah.
we are tackling the 1988 true musical film.
It is a musical.
It is a Earth Girls Are Easy, starring Geena Davis,
Jeff Goldblum,
Jim Carrey,
Jim Carrey. Oh my god.
Angeline.
Oh my god.
I can't. Oh my god.
Okay, I would like to
so many
start
questions.
this by saying this is rated PG.
No, it's not.
Yes, it fucking is.
In what world?
In 1988, apparently.
That's
No,
wrong. That's
it should be
incorrect. That
at
is simply
minimum.
incorrect.
At minimum, it should be PG-13. But no,
Yeah,
these
yeah, there are
fuckers,
just-
they're like,
there's
you
so
know
many
who should
sex
watch
jokes.
this? 10-year-olds.
Children. I would not be like, this is a family
is not a
movie.
family-
Like, I want to watch this.
I'm going to take my children for an outing at a 3 p.m. matinee to see Earth Girls Are Easy.
The title.
I know.
The title itself is in reference to the idea that, like, Earth girls are willing to have sex with, like,
anything.
anyone, including
Well, and
aliens.
anyone who reads any sort of romance novels knows that that is accurate.
Ice Planet
Yes.
Barbarians. Okay.
Okay. Whew.
The fact that this is rated, you just blew my
I know,
mind.
honestly, I wanted to start before we got into any plot. I needed audience, listener, I needed you to know
I need you to know
that 1988 thought that this was
executive
super
was like,
chill
"It's fine."
for like 10
Alright.
to 12-year-olds.
I also want to drop that this had a $10 million budget.
Oh boy. And I think it grossed.
I want to know where that went.
I think it grossed to like maybe 3 million.
Not even that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
we begin.
This is camp. This is camp.
Oh, yeah.
I knew that going into this, and I did not know that for whatever the fuck our last film was. Bye Bye Birdie.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I think that that's a really interesting thing. So this is camp of the 80s, and
Yeah, this
that
is
was
80s
camp of the
camp.
50s, which is a really interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
Anyway, this entire movie should have been homework for everyone who attended the Met Gala where the theme was camp. Like,
Camp. Yeah, 100%.
All right,
Excellent.
we begin.
All right, we start,
In
as all good
space.
musicals start, in space. We meet in what looks like the Futurama spaceship from
Yeah,
the,
good
from
reference.
the
Absolutely.
opening credits.
Yeah.
But like yellow and red. I
The
think that
special
one's, like,
effects,
yellow and blue.
honestly, chef's kiss.
Where did the $10 million go, Grace?
It went
Where
into
did it go?
It went into hiring Jeff Goldblum is where it went.
That's honestly fair. Hiring Jeff Goldblum and Geena Davis.
Mhm.
All right, we meet 3 aliens.
Yep.
How do I describe this? They look like men in that they have 2 arms, 2 legs, 2
They look
eyes.
like
they
the
look
Grinch.
like men in fursuits. They do look like the Grinch.
They look like the
But
Grinch.
but even less prosthesis, like no
Yeah.
face prosthesis,
Yeah.
just face paint. There's a red one, and a yellow one, and
And
we're
a
gonna
blue
meet
one.
the blue one in a second.
Yes. So
Um,
the red one we meet is
Whiplock.
who's played by,
Played
Jim,
by
Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
And we meet Zebo, who's played by Damon Wayans. He is the yellow one. And then we have Mac, played by Jeff Goldblum, who is blue. Now, Mac is sleeping in like a pod or something.
Suspension chamber
Sure.
something thing.
Why not? Whiplock
We have
is...
such fantastic physical comedians.
Oh,
like
God, they're
this
so
is,
good.
This is young Jim Carrey, just like doing what Jim Carrey does.
Well, and this was before
Oh.
he like took off as an actor. So like this is really, really early young Jim
Yeah.
Carrey who's like wild with his physicality.
All right, this is this establishing shot is really, really quick. We get that they're just total goofs. There are goofs and
Goons.
oh my god, what? These are goons. Goon energy.
This is a movie of goons. I cannot think of a single gangster or waiter in this entire movie.
I have one waiter, and
Okay.
we'll get to her later.
Okay.
Just bunch of goons. And that's how this establishes. And they also establish that they're horny aliens.
Yes.
All right. Then we get a funny little, starring Geena Davis, Jim Carrey,
Title
Jeff
sequence.
Goldblum sequence. And then we zoom
And it's to the song
in.
Earth Girls Are Easy.
Yes.
But it's not
we
like a
zoom.
performed song. It's just like a...
We meet our protagonist lady, our leading lady, Valerie, played by Geena Davis. We have zoomed into Southern California, and we see her asleep on her bed.
With like a veil
partial,
over her face?
like partial wedding dress. She's not in her wedding dress, but she's fallen asleep with the veil over, and she's interrupted and awoken by her fiance coming home. He's a
Ted.
doctor. He's a jackass. His name's Ted.
Yeah. So he comes home and he's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm so sorry. She was like, oh, I expect you to be home earlier. Who's like, there was an emergency. She was like, again? So many emergencies. And like in the bathroom, he's like putting makeup on a hickey on his neck. So obviously he's an asshole who's cheating on her. Now he gets into bed and she's like so ready. She wants to have sex with him. And he's just like,
she's
oh
trying to
no,
seduce him.
not tonight, not tonight. And so he's like, oh, I promise, Monday.
And we get the sense that this is a recurring theme with Ted.
Yes. Now, I would also like to mention that her name is Valerie Gale, as in Valley Girl.
See, I just think of Dorothy Gale, but that's funny too.
Yeah. Valerie Gale.
Okay, speaking of the Valley, we then cut to the next scene, which is Val pulling up to work. She works at a nail salon. The name of the nail salon, it's like a nail beauty boutique. They do hair and spray tans. It's very 80s. It's called Curl Up and Dye. Get it?
I love it.
Curl like hair curl and dye like hair dye. And we get a simultaneous cut with Ted working out at like the hospital gym and talking to his bros about how he's just not super into Valerie sexually anymore, but like he still loves her and is gonna marry her. Yeah. And he's definitely cheating on her, even though he says he's not.
Right.
We meet Val's coworker Candy at the nail salon.
I love Candy.
And Valerie kind of bemoans that Ted's just like really not been in the mood for sex anymore. She says that it's been 2 weeks since they last had sex, and Candy's like, 2 weeks? Like, mind-blowing. And Candy's solution is that, maybe Ted's just getting nerves before the wedding, and maybe he's worried about like monogamy forever, and he just wants one last fling. I know. Let's give you a total makeover and make you look like an entirely different person so that he'll want to have sex with you.
Oh my god. So we get a
logic.
makeover song.
We get a makeover song.
Brand New Girl, and honestly, it has big Bend and Snap vibes.
It does. It does. Oh my god. But the culmination of this makeover song, which is a long sequence, is giving her like, gosh, it's like part Bend and Snap, it's part makeover sequence from Princess Diaries. Yeah. Also, when Elle decides to go brunette in the opening song of Legally Blonde. Or maybe that's the second song. That I forget. But she dyes her hair blonde. They do blue contact lenses. Yeah. She looks exactly the same. They just put essentially Geena Davis in a wig. Blonde wig.
And Geena Davis is just fucking stunning at this point.
God,
she's so hot. It's ridiculous. Oh my god.
Now, this next scene, we've also established that Val's not the sharpest knife in the toolkit.
Nah, but she means well.
She means so well.
She's so nice.
So well. And that's why this next scene is truly a moment of joy, because we cut home to Val preparing to seduce Ted.
Oh no.
She's home in lingerie. In this like blue contacts blonde wig. She's got sushi. She's reading a book of like how to seduce your man. She's got essential oils. You know what the essential oil is?
What?
It's a big can of vegetable oil.
Sorry, I just turned into a shrieking bird there for a second. Oh my god, that's so funny. I didn't notice that it was vegetable oil. Stop.
It's like canola oil. She's like, that's good.
Excellent.
Good.
Got so much
and
of this.
She reads in this book that you're supposed to like put a couple spritzes of your perfume on a light bulb to like make the room smell. She uncorks the perfume and dumps the entire
Instead the bulb pops, it lights itself on fire. So to put it out,
and she panics
she
and
takes
she
whipped
sprays
cream
the whipped
and
cream.
She puts out the fire with the whipped cream.
Because the whipped cream was definitely going to be part of the sex. And then she hears Ted coming home and she's like, oh, I don't want to
hide the lamp.
She takes the lamp and hides herself in the closet of the hallway to surprise him. And then, surprise, surprise, Ted has come home, but he has brought another woman home.
This is a nurse from the hospital. I don't know her name, but she does come back later.
Oh, she's got a name. Hold on. Please hold. Barbara. Her name is Barbara.
Right. She does come back later, so remember that name. So he brings Barbara home and he is like, oh, make yourself at home. And she goes in and sees all of this set up and sees a book. It's like How to Seduce a Man. And she's like, what is going on here? So,
when he lets her in, he goes, this is where we live. And she goes, we? And he goes, me and
the cat.
My cat. So
Bambi.
Barbara does not know that Ted is married, is engaged.
Ted goes into the bathroom in the bedroom and hides all of Valerie's stuff.
Shoves everything in drawers,
flushes shit down the toilet.
Ted's also a dummy.
Again, there is only goons in this movie.
This is a movie full of goons.
It's so good. So Valerie pops out of the closet and grabs Barbara, and it's just like, oh, take me, or whatever she says. And Barbara is alarmed. And at first, Valerie is just like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know Ted had guests. I'm Valerie, so great to meet you.
I normally don't dress like this.
So sorry. I didn't realize he had colleagues over or whatever. And then Ted comes sliding out of the bedroom in his socks and boxers and a bunch of doctor paraphernalia and is like, Dr. Love is in the house. Oh no.
Swinging his stethoscope around.
God.
And he doesn't recognize Val. He's like, oh, Barbara, I didn't know you had a friend coming.
Exactly.
And then Val locks eyes with Ted. He's like, Ted, what are you doing? And then he realizes it's Valerie. Absolute goons.
This is so bad.
And then Valerie very quickly clocks, what is happening?
And Barbara's just like, I don't know what sex games y'all are into, but I'm just gonna dip.
That's why I'm like, Barbara is the waiter in this. She's like, I thought I was here for something else. Clearly not. I'm gonna excuse myself.
I'm not really into these sort of scenes, so I'm gonna go. That's fair. I will give Barbara the honorary status of being the sole waiter in this entire movie of goons.
Honorary waiter. Valerie confronts Ted. She throws the sushi at him. She pops the champagne cork and sprays him with it.
Yeah.
And then she kicks him out. She throws his car keys at, she's literally like, and don't come back. Throws the car keys at him. He drives away and then she's like, Ted, come back.
There's a nosy neighbor across the street who's probably my favorite character. She has a beehive hairdo. So her hair is as tall as her head is. And so it's double the height. She has headphones on and a little radar detector so that she can spy on the neighbors. It's my favorite thing in the world. Mrs. Merkin.
I didn't know she was going to come back, so I didn't take note of her. And then she kept coming back.
She kept coming back, and I'm like, fucking Miss Merkin. So,
all right, the next scene, which is Val going back into the house and just
slowly wrecking a tavern.
Kate wrecks a tavern.
But it's a slow wreck a tavern.
And I think we get a song during it. The song is called The Ground You Walk On.
And we get a bunch of scenes of them in the past, which kind of show that Val has had sort of blinders on to what a dick face this guy is, because he's been consistently awful her entire life, but she's only really seen him as the cute doctor. We as an audience kind of get the feeling, oh, this is just who this guy is, and Val has just not really seen it. He's never going to
change.
Nah. Yeah. It was at this point where I was like, is this her house or his house that she's currently destroying?
It's her house. He has just really, they live together.
Yeah.
They're engaged, so they live together.
I guess it's theirs.
He just had a lot of his own personal paraphernalia and trophies to himself.
Yeah.
A lot of just his tacky decor. And she turns into a Rube Goldberg machine where she it's the skis that roll the bowling ball into the prized television or whatever.
Yeah, the computer, yeah. Oh god, it's so funny. And it's just so great because she has this melancholy oh, when I loved you kind of thing, and at the same time it's Big Dug my key into the side of his car energy of just mournfully destroying this entire house. It's so good. I loved this scene.
The next day, Val is home watching trashy TV, and again, big Elle Woods energy of like eating bonbons in bed and like
Just
watching
like,
telenovelas. She's also re-dyeing her hair.
Yeah.
Candy, her friend from the beauty boutique, calls, and Val tearfully fills her in on everything that's happened.
Yes.
Cut
to space.
I'm never gonna get tired of saying that.
So, we get back to the 3 aliens. They are, like, picking up the trashy TV broadcast, which just shows, like, a lot of 80s kind
They're
of
like channel
ads
surfing,
and commercials, and just, like, a lot of women in, like, bikinis and, like, underwear. And they're just like, hot damn, we gotta
They're like,
go down
these-
there now.
They're like, the women on our planet are so furry, and these bald women
Bald
are like
women.
the
Hot.
sexiest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's mostly Wilco? What's his name?
No. Wilbo? No.
No, hold on. Whiplock.
Whiplock
Like Ziploc.
and...
Like
yes.
Ziploc with a
Whiplock and
W.
Zebo.
Whiplock and Zebo,
Mm-hmm.
who are doing this, because our blue guy, Mac, is still sleeping.
Yes.
And they're like, all right, we're gonna find out where this signal's coming from, and we're gonna go there.
Yeah.
And in fighting to do so, because they both want to like keep looking at the binoculars to see all these hot babes,
Yeah.
they totally fuck up the controls of the spaceship and causing it essentially to crash land. It also, in this process, wakes up our blue guy, Mac, played by Jeff Goldblum.
Yep.
And they end up crash landing from space through the atmosphere and into Valerie's pool
Yeah.
in Los Angeles.
Exactly. So she's sunbathing, and then it crashes into her pool, and she's just like, ugh, this is just a hallucination. I'm just gonna swim right through it. And so she dives into the pool, bonks her little noodle on this spaceship,
And knocks herself out.
knocks herself unconscious. And so Mac is just like, well, fuck, I gotta save her. Look at her. And so he goes out, picks her up, and takes her into the spaceship.
I will say, and this is not super specific or really necessary, but the spaceship fits in a pool,
Yes.
which means to fit inside the spaceship, they kind of have to like
They have
Honey,
like
I
a
Shrunk the
shrinking
Kids.
ray kind of
Shrink
deal.
to fit inside. So to get outside the spaceship, Mac like zooms. It's like Ant-Man almost, like zooms
Yeah.
into his regular size, picks up Valerie, takes her back, and like they both zoom together down
Yeah.
into the spaceship, and they try to resuscitate her, and she wakes up
Mm-hmm.
thinking she's like, oh, Ted, you came back. And she opens her eyes and locks eyes with blue Jeff Goldblum and
Blue furry
screams.
Jeff Goldblum.
Blue furry Jeff Goldblum shrieks and
Screams.
starts panicking.
Yeah, and now these aliens are very, very good at mimicking. And so they
Yeah.
just start mimicking everything that she says. And because of that,
so
she
funny.
works herself up into a frenzy because she's like, oh, are you gonna like do experiments on me? And they're like, experiments. And she's like, ah! So it's a whole deal.
She also, like,
She
dumb
handles
as
it
she
pretty
is,
well.
She handles it very well, and she's also immediately clocked. She's like, you are aliens, and I am on a spaceship.
Cool, got it, done. And she's just like, as long as you like put me back afterwards, I think I'll be okay. Just
The
don't
mimicking?
take anything I'll need later. Like,
The mimicking cracks me up.
oh, it's so funny.
She also realizes, she like looks out the porthole window. She goes, "We're still in my
we're in
pool,"
my
because like
pool.
a giant iguana swims. I like big Kate Rex a Tavern energy. She's
Yeah.
like, "I gotta get out of here," and starts pulling.
She just like
random
pulls a
levers
lever.
and starts to like fill the ship with water.
Yeah.
Which breaks the ship even more.
Yeah.
They turn off the lever, and then she's like, "All right, we gotta get out of here."
Like, I'll make you lunch.
Yeah, once she realizes they're not gonna like do experiments on her, she's
Yeah.
like, "Come inside my house and I'll make you lunch." And she realizes, she's like, "All right, the fastest way I'm gonna get these guys out of here, because their ship's now totally screwed up, is I have to get my pool drained."
Yes, so that they can work on the ship.
Yeah, because they can't while it's in the water.
Nah.
Which, logic.
Yeah.
So she brings them inside. The nosy neighbor,
Mrs.
sees
Mencken.
this, and she brings them inside her house.
And she calls her-
like, lets them wander around, and she
Yes.
calls to get her pool drained.
Yes, so she calls her friend Woody, who's just like the penultimate goon. If everyone here is goon, he's like goon X. It's just wild. So he's just like a surf dude
Classic
who also
California
drains
surfer dude.
like drains pools as like a side
Like
gig.
works
I don't
enough
know.
to pay for gas and like lives at the beach
Yeah.
and just like wants to surf all day.
Exactly. So he rolls up and gets all of his shit to like drain the pool.
Before he arrives, we get a long sequence with like music underneath, but it's not a song, of just
Right.
like the aliens touching things in her apartment,
Like
or
figuring
house,
shit out,
and
yeah.
Yeah, like they discover her fish tank, and they like
Eat a
touch
few
her
fish.
cat. They eat a few fish, and they like discover the television right as the pool guy pulls up.
Right. Now, I should say there is one plot point that I did not write down because I didn't think it was important, and then it came back multiple times. So, Mac, the blue alien, who is Jeff Goldblum, has a, what should I call it? A love touch?
Yeah, I thought they
Because-
all had it.
Unclear, because I didn't see
Who
the other
picks
two
up the
use
cat?
it at all. But anyway,
Does
so
Jeff Goldblum pick up the cat?
well, because Jim Carrey's character, Whiplock, picks up the cat, and the cat fucking panics, because, yeah, don't pick up a cat. And so Jeff Goldblum goes over and touches the cat, and the cat is, like, fucking catnipped out of, like, nowhere,
Yeah.
and just starts, like, rolling on the ground and purring. So it's
Yeah.
sort of noted. This is, like, a thing that this guy can do. Big romance novel vibes. Okay.
Big Ice Planet Barbarian vibes.
So,
Oh my god.
Woody arrives, and he tells her that he can drain the pool. It's gonna take about a day.
Which is not good enough. That was like, this
Fuck.
is a terrible idea.
Because if anyone finds out that there are aliens here, they're gonna dissect them. And I'm like, yeah, probably.
While this is happening, outside with Val and Woody, the pool guy,
Mhm.
inside, the aliens are sitting watching TV, and the phone rings, and it's Ted. And because it's the 80s, we hear the voicemail that he
Mhm.
leaves, which is that he's so sorry. He says, he's like, I'm so sorry. I'm calling for forgiveness, and I'm going to come by after work tonight.
Did you hear what his voicemail, like...
Did I hear
leaving-
his voicemail?
Is there a doctor in the house? Nope, I'm out. Oh.
No more? There's no more doctor in the house because I'm not here.
So funny.
So funny.
So, Val is like, okay, so I need to make these aliens look more like guys. So, she takes them to her salon.
Yes, and I feel like it's after hours at this point.
No, because there's the
It's like
woman that walks
Saturday.
through, remember? And she's
thought
just
she
like, don't
worked
worry, I'm on
there.
drugs.
Yeah, I thought she worked there. I thought she was
Oh,
like
I thought
another
that was
employee.
maybe. Anyway, so she goes in and tells Candy, I need your help. Don't panic. There are 3 aliens, and we need to make them look less like aliens. And so
And Candy naturally panics.
Candy, first of all, thinks she's crazy and gives the most spectacular advice I've ever heard, which is to have a mental margarita. But she sees them, panics, and then decides, like, touches all of their fur and is just like, oh, no conditioner, split ends. I guess that's like a thing in space. Let me take care of you. And so
It's
she
like,
takes
oh
them
gosh,
out
what does it
back.
remind me of? Yeah, she takes them out back. No, she takes them into like the depths of the salon.
Yeah,
And Val doesn't help. I guess
Nah.
Val like only does nails.
I guess.
Whereas Candy's like the hairstylist or whatever.
Yeah.
But we get a very, very quick makeover reveal because again, this salon does like tanning, hair,
Waxing.
nails, waxes, facials. We don't see the process. We just see the
Nah.
final results.
Yes,
And
we
it's
do.
kind of like what's behind door number 1. And it's
Exactly.
Whiplock is revealed first, and I've never thought Jim Carrey was hot until
This one? Yeah, exactly. No, he shows out
He's
with like the
young, he kinda
surfer
looks like a
beach blonde, like
surfer.
bleached hair. And I was just like,
Mhm.
okay.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Zebo is revealed as well. Zebo is also very hot.
Yep.
And then from behind door number 3 comes
Appears a
Jeff
peak.
Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. Holy shit.
Again. I was just like, fuck, you were. I said this to Mike multiple times. I was like, fuck, he was so attractive.
Yeah.
He is still
He is
incredibly,
still, no, Silver
incredibly
Fox,
attractive.
but like a different
But, like,
way.
Different energy.
Oh yeah, no. This man just like exudes sex
Sexual
anywhere. Just like,
confidence.
what the hell is going on? It's so wild.
Oh my god. And also like he was married to Geena Davis at this
Oh
point.
yeah, so
and
they had
she's
wild
so beautiful.
chemistry. Yeah.
Oh.
So Candy is
But
just
now
like,
the aliens have been humified and
Yes.
they are hot.
Yeah, and Candy is just like, okay, we are with 3 hot guys. We need to go out tonight. And Val is like, bad idea.
Val has a moment of
Which-
sanity and just like,
moment
no,
of sanity.
terrible idea.
Horrible idea. But Candy, like, just grabs them and is just like, calm down, we're going out.
Also, Ted's not going to be home until like, it's probably like 6 o'clock on a Saturday, maybe 5.
Yeah.
And Ted's not going to be home till like almost midnight. They have time.
They have time. So they go out
So they go
and
to the disco.
they go to the disco. God, there's so much that happens in this sequence, but eventually...
Oh, sorry. We skipped a beat, whereas Val's still super hung up on Ted. And Candy had a good line, which is that, you've worked so hard to make Ted happy. Who's making you happy?
Yes.
And then they all hop in a car and they start driving around. And at one point, like, Whitlock jumps out of their car and, like, jumps into another car on the freeway.
With,
And they're like, fuck, we gotta go
a bunch
find
of other
Whitlock
girls.
now.
Yeah.
And they get to the disco. They all get into the disco, but they go to the disco to find Whitlock because that's where he's there. They're not like,
Right.
let's go dance.
Right. But then
We get
once
to the
they
disco,
get
it's, like,
there, Candy is just
Multiple
like,
levels,
we're here now.
Go dancers. Candy gets them drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a very, very long disco scene.
Yes.
So,
All of the guys get asked to dance by different girls at the club, and Val is, I don't know, like, maybe a little bit jealous, maybe just a little bit over the fact that this is happening, but she's just like, fine, I'm just gonna go outside. And Mac follows her out, steals a sequined blue suit jacket, takes over the piano, and starts playing jazz because it's Jeff motherfucking Goldblum.
Goldblum. God.
And
He's, at this point, their English has been slowly improving.
Getting better as
It's
they
still
listen
not
to more people
great.
talking. Yeah.
As they hear more, as they absorb more conversations.
Yeah.
And this is the first time that he actually can hold a conversation with Val.
Yeah, and she immediately falls for him. And, like, to be fair, yeah, I get
would
it.
too. Jeff Goldblum didn't even speak my language, but played piano at me instantly. Instant heart eyes. We cut to Zebo on the
Yes.
dance floor. He's been, like, bopping, like, not super great dancing with a girl who's just, like, vibing.
Step touch,
And then
yeah.
a mystery man comes up and
In, like, a
steals
full
Zebo's...
seersucker suit, cane, like, suspenders. It's a whole
Okay.
deal.
And he steals Zebo's dance partner.
Mhm.
And Zebo watches this guy, and the guy that stole her is a phenomenal dancer. The girl's a
Yes.
phenomenal dancer. And Zebo watches them and learns to dance
Right.
by watching
Because
them.
they're really good
and then
mimics.
goes to try and, like, steal her back. And the guy challenges him to, like,
A dance battle.
off.
I fucking love
Oh
this
my God.
entire sequence.
I did not expect a dance battle in this film, but I'm not mad about it.
No.
What are those things called? What's that dance move called where you are like, they did it a lot in Newsies, where you're like, it's not a barrel roll, but it's essentially like,
Oh, the backwards barrel. Yeah.
it's a backwards barrel. Like,
Yeah.
a lovely sequence of that.
It was
And
fucking
it's
great.
Damon Wayans, phenomenal dancer.
So good. Remarkable. So this dance battle happens.
And Zebo wins. And
Zebo wins,
the dance
and, like, yeah. Back outside, Mac and Val are chatting and a little bit of a heart-to-heart, and they almost kiss, but they hear Whitlock yodeling.
yodeling, which is something that was established earlier. He saw it on TV, and they're
Yes.
mimics. They're really good mimics.
Yeah, so they go to find out what's going on. Whitlock, it has been revealed, has an
Crazy
incredibly
long
long tongue, and suddenly all of the girls are just like,
I want to go home with him.
and Candy grabs him and ends up making out with him. Mac and Val come in and just decide to, like, grab the other 2 guys, and they're just like, okay, too far, too much, we gotta
Right.
go.
We came here to get Whitlock. We need to get out of here.
Yes.
Things are getting weird.
Exactly.
And the girls are, like, all over Zebo because he was an amazing dancer, and they were all over Whitlock because he's got this really long tongue.
Yeah.
But they ultimately lead everyone out.
Mhm.
And Candy just, like, heart eyes for
Oh,
Whitlock.
yeah.
Cut to home.
Mhm.
Ted gets home
And
before them all.
and sees the wrecked tavern.
And is immediately like, Val has been kidnapped.
Yeah, there's been an
and they also
attack.
destroyed my house.
Yeah, obviously, and they wrecked my place, and she's been kidnapped. So he calls the police and is like, there's a kidnapping and a break-in, and please come.
And just then,
As soon as he hangs up, Val comes home with the guys, and she's like, shit, he's here. Guys, act like humans.
Yeah.
And she comes home, and Ted tries to apologize, but he's, like, bad at
why
it.
do you have 3 men?
Why do you
with
have 3
as
men here? And
well?
she's like, I won an MTV thing. This is a band. I get them for the
I
weekend.
get a weekend with the band. And Ted's like, but
No.
no. And the guys It's a great example of everything that dream sequence that showed how shitty Ted is. We just now get to see it in person. There's a lot of mansplaining.
Yeah.
A lot of talking over her, like telling her, like, no, this is my house. I don't want these people here. Also, like, why would you do this? Making it very much like her doing this to him.
Exactly.
Ted sucks.
Yes, Ted sucks.
Then the police arrive.
Well, so what happens is he comes in and he notices that 2 of his fish are missing because the aliens ate them in that previous scene. So he's having this argument with Val, and then Whiplock grabs a fish and, like, shows it to Ted. Ted loses his goddamn mind and tackles Whiplock to the ground and starts choking him. That's when the police come in. So they come in to break up this fight. And they're like, okay, who's the doctor that called? And he's like, I am. These men are this and horrible, and arrest them immediately. But everyone's, like, panicking. And so they turn to Val, who's the only, like, calm person in the room. And they're like, okay, ma'am, what is going on? She's like, this guy doesn't live here anymore. I kicked him out. These are my friends. He attacked them. And it's absurd. And so they're like, okay, false report filed. It's actually a domestic dispute. And so they end up arresting Ted and taking him away.
And Ted tries to, like, white man his way through this.
Yeah.
And the police are just like, no, you filed a police report and you're getting aggressive with us. You can sleep
you
it
can
off
calm
in,
down
like,
in
the
the lockup. Yeah.
Sir. Ted sucks. The one thing I'm going to say is the reason he gets so upset about the fish is that they're, like,
really expensive
nice fish.
Yeah.
They're all named after cars, if you caught that.
Yep.
But, you know, when, like, the chaos has left the room and you're just kind of left with the silence afterwards, Val is very, very overwhelmed by everything that just happened, because when Ted's being led out of the house, he turns super, super nasty, and he's like, I know where your allegiances lie now. He shows his true colors. The wedding's off, and this door slammed behind him. And after that, Val's just like, I need to go lie down.
Yeah. So she goes into her room, and Mac follows her in there
to check on her and make sure she's doing okay.
And so he's like,
he also doesn't understand boundaries because he's an alien.
So he goes in and he's like, are you okay? And she's just like, I just want someone to take care of me. And he's like, I can do that. And she's like, no.
I can make you feel really good.
Real good.
She's like,
it's not what this is. You're an alien. Like, we can't do anything. We don't even know if we're, like, anatomically compatible. And we, like, hear him undress in the background, but we don't see it. We hear the pants fall to the floor, and she was like, I guess we are, but still, like...
That's in the trailer for this film.
This is PG!
She's, like, definitely intrigued, but, like, her common sense is getting in the way.
Yeah.
And she says, when she does decide, she's like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, let's hook up. She does say, she's like, I just don't want you to think that Earth girls are easy. Like, ding, 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 ding,
we have a title use. I love it.
And they start kissing, and then he does we get a sex sequence.
Yeah, we kind of do. Yeah.
This is the funniest scene, because at one point it's like slow motion and they're kissing, and then she's like talk about like romance novel cover. She's like wrapped in a sheet. At one point it's raining diamonds on them.
Oh, it's so funny. The whole movie, honestly, what a delight. So we get to the that evening, after their encounter, they're asleep. Post-coital. Val has a nightmare about like aliens and monsters and like robots, and it's just like all very B-movie vibes. It's in black and white, and like Ted is there and he's hooking up with an alien, and it's a whole deal. And she ends up waking up and she has a conversation with Mac about his home planet, but they end up going outside because the pool is finally drained.
Yes, but they have a little bonding moment.
Yeah.
And she lays her head on his chest, and she's like, your heartbeat sounds weird. It sounds like you have 2 hearts. And he goes, yeah, I do have 2 hearts. Why? Do you only have 1?
Yeah.
So it's established, because that's going to come back later.
Right.
Then Zebo and Whiplock peer in the bedroom window. They're like, hey, the pool's done. Like, come on outside. So they all go outside, and we get a sequence of them working on the spaceship, because now the pool is drained, so they can't.
With the shirtless Jeff Goldblum, which, like, honestly, delight.
Delight. Absolute gosh darn delight.
So But they fixed the spaceship, and so Val comes
They're
out
like,
and
"We
is
can
just
go
like,
home
hey,
now."
I made you guys drink, and I'm also making like pancakes from scratch. And they're like, well, it's fixed. We're done now.
Yeah.
And Val's kind of devastated
like,
a wee bit, and it's just like,
sad.
oh, I didn't know that it would be that fast. But just then, Mac is trying to comfort her, but just then the phone goes off, and so Val goes inside to take the phone. While this is happening, Woody stops by, our surfer pool dude.
Our pool guy.
And
he talks to, I almost called him Ziploc, Whiplock and Zebo.
yeah.
Through some kind of miscommunication. He's talking about surfing.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we're intrigued by that, and how, like, there's going to be girls there. So
Yeah.
he gets them to go with him. They're like, let's go surfing. Like,
Yeah, let's go
like,
to the
I'm going to
beach.
show you, because he's like, oh, you're new to California.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to show you.
Where are you from? And they're like, Finland.
While this is happening, Mac goes inside to see what Val is up to.
Mm-hmm.
We quickly see Ted on the phone with Val, and he's calling her, and he's like, I want to get back together. The wedding is important to me. I need you to take care of me.
I hated that.
I hated that. And Mac overhears out of context Val saying, so what Val is saying to Ted is that, like, but you never even say, like, when was the last time that you said, like, I love you, I need you, not in a way of, like, I need you to take care of me, but all that Mac overhears is Val on the phone saying to someone else, I love you, I need you. So he misunderstands the context of that conversation and is super
Sad.
bummed out by it. And he goes outside and sees Woody driving off with Zebo and Whiplock.
Yes. Now we get our next musical number.
Cut to the beach.
We cut to the beach, and this song is 'Cause I'm Blonde. It has no point.
It has no point. Big, again, I'm going to bring back Princess Diaries. Big, like, party on the beach energy.
Yes.
What's that one song?
Yeah, with Mandy Moore.
I'm going to look it up. Hold on. Please hold.
Scooby, Stupid Cupid, stop picking on me.
Stupid Cupid, stop picking on me. Yeah, that song. No point, does not move the plot forward.
Nah, it's just a fun one. So we see them on the beach just like harassing a bunch of blondes. So then cut to them stopping at like a gas station because they need to fill up. Woody is like, hey.
All right, minor gripe.
Tell me.
I know from dramaturgy that the 'Cause I'm a Blonde song was actually added
later
in post-production. It's replacing a song that was cut.
Yes.
As a result, we see the boys, Woody, Whiplock, Zebo, leave the house.
Mm-hmm.
They go to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Then we see them at this gas station, like they're at the gas station after the beach. But they're definitely supposed to be going to the gas station on their way to the beach because the gas station's like on the corner from
it's like super close.
Val's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Logistics with Anna.
Continuity wise. Bad.
Makes no sense.
Okay. We're at this gas station. Woody needs to get gas, and he says, hey, since I'm paying for gas, you
grab us some food.
Whiplock and Zebo go inside and like get us some snacks.
Now,
but before they do this,
there's a kid with like a
small child,
a small child with a fake gun, like a handgun that looks actually rather real, but is like a squirt gun, I think.
It's the 80s.
It's the 80s, who knows?
He like points the gun at Whiplock and Zebo, and he's like, bang, bang. And then Zebo like sticks his finger in the
barrel.
The hole.
Yeah.
Barrel, thank you, that's the word, and gets it stuck on his finger, and the kid's like, hey, that's my gun. And the kid's mom, who's like a couple cars over, being like, we gotta go.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, they took my gun. And
she's
like,
stop
telling
lying.
lies. Yeah, so
the 80s.
Zebo now has this gun stuck to his finger. Then is when Woody's like, hey, go get us some snacks.
Right.
So they go inside. Zebo and Whiplock with this gun stuck on his finger.
Yeah. And
they walk up to the register,
sees it, and it's just like, whoa, I just work here, take whatever you want, gives them the cash drawer, they take some food, they take a girly magazine, like, it's a whole thing.
And they grab like a Playboy.
Yeah. They walk out, and the cash
Woody's like, I gotta go pee, so he goes inside to the gas station, and the cashier's like, get down, those guys out there have a gun. And he's like, what?
Whoa, which guys? My friends are out there. Like,
yes. My friends could be in danger.
I know.
And the cashier's like, those guys, I just got held up. They have a gun, and they took all my candy and stuff like that.
And as he looks out, oh God, we have our best fucking cameo.
Angeline? Is that her name? Angeline as herself. Yeah, Angeline.
Yes.
Very, very brief cameo of this iconic model actress.
Like, personality.
I didn't know who she was.
Oh, really?
But Emmy Rossum's doing a mini-series about her as Angeline.
Really?
So, and I saw a trailer for that about 6 months ago, and I'm not from LA. Like,
Nah.
She's very much like an LA icon.
Yes.
So I just didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
So when I saw her pop up, I was just like, oh, it's Angeline.
Oh!
She pulls up to the gas station to fill up gas, but Woody's car is kind of in the way. So she asks Zebo, who's behind the wheel,
Hey, can you back
excuse
it
me,
up?
Whiplock, be like, hey, can you back up your car so I can get in? And he accidentally goes forward and he crashes into her fender and she gets all upset. And in this commotion, our two aliens panic and essentially try to drive off, but like don't know how to drive and destroy this gas station.
Yeah, honestly, I was like, they're so lucky that the gas didn't explode.
Kate wrecks a tavern.
We got two wrecks a tavern. Yeah, so they wreck this entire gas station, like knock shit over. Gas is like spewing in the air, so dangerous.
Yeah.
They drive off backwards and they end up in like a police pursuit down the freeway backwards. It's wild.
Cut to home because Val is at home and does not even realize they've left.
Right,
which
because
again,
she's just making pancakes from scratch.
Exactly, and continuity-wise, if the beach scene has already happened, hours have passed.
Hours, but nah.
It's not. But Val gets a call from Woody at the gas station being like, hey, your friends held up the gas station.
Yeah, while I wasn't looking.
And they stole my car.
Yeah.
We also see very quickly from Woody's perspective, the cops have arrived at the gas station and they realize the gun was fake. Yeah. But they're questioning Angeline. They're like, did you see the guys? And she's like, I think that's one of them there, pointing at
Woody and Mac.
And Mac. How did Mac get there?
Mac, because remember, Mac ran, again, this is the continuity. He ran after them in the car. Oh. And so this was him running after them. But they only went to the corner, but there was that beach song that they threw in there. So just pretend that the beach thing didn't happen, honestly.
Yeah, it didn't move the plot forward.
Nah.
But so Angeline points at Mac, because Mac looks apparently like
which he doesn't at all.
And the police arrest and like tackle to the ground.
Well, I love
Mac
that they were like, are you sure that that's them? And she's like, not really. And he's like, good enough for us. And then they just tackle.
Oh my god.
So funny.
So funny.
So he gets arrested. Now, Valerie comes down to the gas station because she got that call from Woody. And Woody's somehow not getting arrested, but Mac is.
Yeah, I think they established that Woody is like an innocent bystander in this.
But Val comes down and is just like, oh no, like don't arrest Mac. And they're like, well, we have to. And she's like, well, if you're gonna arrest him, arrest me too. And they're like, but you haven't done anything wrong. So she grabs something and fucking destroys part of this police car, which is like big mood.
Yeah, so that they can get arrested together.
So they can get arrested together.
And Clyde energy. Some point in this last scene, we very, very quickly see Whiplock and Zebo crashing their car off of the freeway. They get stuck in the iconic, like, Randy's Donuts, yeah. And they are apprehended by the police and taken to the hospital.
Right, because they were just
not the police station.
Now, Val
cut to the back of the police car where Mac and Val are.
Yeah.
You know what it is? They hear on the radio police chatter that, like, the two mystery men that were apprehended from that crash are going to be taken to the hospital. And so they ask the police who are driving this car to arrest them, being like, hey, will you take us to the hospital instead? And they're like, no!
They're like, what? No!
That's not how this works. This isn't Uber.
So Val has an idea. She's like, hey, Mac, use your, like, love touch thing. They will, like, come on to me. And he's like, you want to have sex with them? And she's like, no. But this will, like, distract them and we can escape. So Mac is like, I don't understand this plan, but sure. And so he touches one of them. And instead of flirting with Val, the cop turns to his partner.
They fall in love with
each other. And so he touches the other one and they just have like big heart eyes. Like, your eyes are just so beautiful. And then we cut to them driving up to the hospital. Mac and Val are now in the front and the cops are in the back, arms around each other. Just like, you guys are
planning
great.
Their
have
future.
A wonderful time. And like, Mac is just like, good luck house hunting. Like, it's a whole thing. It was beautiful.
Funny.
I loved it. So they get to the hospital.
And it's established that this is the hospital that Ted works at.
Yes.
So he's on shift right now.
And so the reason why Val is nervous about this is because if he finds out that they're aliens and have two hearts, then he's going to want to call Washington, dissect them, experiments, whole deal.
But as she is worried about that, that's exactly what happens.
Yes.
Because Ted's an emergency room doctor.
Right.
So he goes in to find them, and he's like, oh, fuck you
You
two.
people.
And he does examine Zebo, discovers he's got 2 hearts, listens to Whiplock, discovers he has 2 hearts, and he was like, I'm going to be famous because I discovered this. We see Val and Mac at the front desk trying to figure out like where they are. The nurse tells them, but she's also like, that's for authorized personnel only, you can't go back there. So Val gets an idea and goes into an elevator with a random nurse who
turns out to be Barbara.
Who we met very, very briefly, and threatens Barbara. She's like, I have a gun. She's concealing it underneath her dress. So she makes Barbara go into a random room that has a guy in like a full body cast in, so he can't help her. And she asks Barbara to like take off her clothes and like give her the uniform.
Yeah.
And
Barbara's like, I don't want to be a part of your sex games. Poor Barbara.
Again, Barbara's the waiter. Barbara's just trying to do her goddamn job.
Like, honestly, a cute doctor asked me out. We went back to his place, and then suddenly some weird shit went on, so I'm just going home. And then, I get to work, and then the girl from the same girl shows up and, like, tells me to strip. I don't know what this is about. This poor girl.
It's also revealed that, like, Val doesn't even have a gun. It's like a screwdriver or something that's just holding this girl
it's
up
the same. Isn't it the same fake gun?
I know, because the cops had it.
Yeah, but then they were just like, it's a toy
like
gun.
A drill or something.
I don't know.
Yeah. Regardless, it's not actually a gun.
Yeah.
But the next thing we see is Val and Mac dressed as like a nurse and a doctor, respectively.
Holding hands.
Holding hands, like walking down the hallway.
Yeah.
And they get into the ER where
Ted is holding the 2 other guys.
Yes. And they're not like strapped down or anything. Like there's nothing stopping them from leaving. They're just dumb.
Just confused and goons.
And Ted doesn't recognize Val because she's got a mask over her face.
Yes.
And so she's like, hey, these guys aren't supposed to be in here. And he goes like, shut up, nurse. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm going to be famous for my discoveries.
And he's like, oh, because they have 2 hearts. Listen for yourself. And so she goes and listens, and she lies to him. This is a full gaslighting scene. So she lies to him, and she's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. I only hear 1 heart. He's like, no, you must be doing that wrong. And so she's like, no, like, listen to my heart. And so while he's listening to her heart, behind him, Jeff Goldblum comes up and starts making the sound of a secondary heart, which he confuses to make it sound like she has 2 hearts, and then he listens to his own, and like, it sounds like he has 2 hearts.
Because again, the aliens are really good mimics.
Yeah.
And so what this scene devolves into is Ted thinking he's going crazy because Whiplock and Zebo quickly catch on, and they start making noises that is established that they've learned as well, like
a dog barking and like
Ted's
some weird
not watching,
noises.
so he thinks he's hearing voices, like the yodeling comes back, like crazy sounds, to the point where like Ted has a full-on meltdown and flees the emergency room.
Fair. Yeah. So, in this way, Val is able to get Zebo and Whiplock away, and she hustles them outside and, like, puts them in the back of Ted's car. But just then...
it's unlocked?
Unclear.
Or she has
the keys? I don't know. But just as she's, like, about to get in the front, Ted comes over and is...
He's like, oh, Valerie, thank God.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, like...
I don't feel well. Take care of me.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, oh, I just feel like ever since, like, you kicked me out, everything has gone wrong. I just want to be with you. And so she puts him into the car. She's like, please just take me home. So she puts him into the car.
In the front seat.
And the 3 guys are still in the back. And as she's driving them home,
under a coat.
I know. As she's driving them home, Ted is just like, I just want to, like, commit to you. Let's go to Vegas, like, tomorrow and get married. And
tonight
and
they're
get
gonna
married.
go, like, right now.
And she agrees, and they get back
tells
together.
Her everything she wants to hear.
Yeah.
And they get back together and they reconcile, quote unquote. And Mac hears all of this, all the other aliens
so
hear
sad.
as well, but they don't care as much.
Yeah.
So they get home,
and
the aliens sneak out of the back seat without Ted noticing.
Yeah.
Ted and Val go into the front, and they're like giddy and super excited for this new chapter.
And packing.
The aliens go around the back and start like loading up the spaceship to like leave as soon as possible. Val starts packing for Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Now Val
and then we see Ted on the phone.
Yeah, right. And Ted is calling Barbara to be like,
poor nurse.
Hey, can you cover my shift tonight?
That's not how doctors...
Nurse, can you cover my doctor shift tonight? Because I'm going to Vegas to get married. And then we hear him say, no, we can still date if I'm married. This fucker. God, he's the worst.
Fucker. So clearly he's not gonna change his ways.
And
everything he said was bullshit.
Yes.
In the backyard, the alien boys are ready to take off. The ship is now ready.
Boys.
They're like, final check. Val goes out to say goodbye to them with her bag packed.
Right.
And Mac says he's sad to say goodbye. And she says she's sad to say goodbye as well. Yeah. Just then, Ted comes outside and sees the spaceship and freaks out.
Yeah. And Valerie sort of reveals, okay, so they weren't one from NTV. They're not a band. They're aliens, but they're leaving now, so it's all good. And he fully panics and, like, threatens to call the authorities.
And like, tries to protect her by going... So, Val is standing on, like, the bottom of the pool, which is still drained. And Ted, like, goes down the stairs, grabs the pool net, tries to, like, hit the spaceship with the pool net. Yeah.
But then he realizes, oh, wait, you have been infected by aliens.
You've been contaminated.
And so he threatens to call the cops and goes to climb up the ladder. And just then, Mac gives both of them the love touch. And so Val and
they can
Ted...
make a clean getaway.
Yeah, and so Val and Ted start making out. And the spaceship starts to lift out. But Val snaps herself out of it and is like, it's not working because I don't love him. Mac, you're the man for me. Take me with you.
He's her Mr. Right.
He's her Mr. Right. And so
that's a throwback from a conversation at the disco. And like she overpowers the love powers.
Love touch.
And she leaves Ted behind.
Yeah.
Ted is still like
woozy
on his side of the love thing and just like is like in the pool just like I'm in love
with this cat because Bambi gets on his chest.
Oh my god, this poor cat.
This poor cat.
Mac pulls Val into the spaceship. Just then Candy arrives and sees them leaving.
She's like, you can't go anywhere without margaritas, and throws them like canned margaritas.
Cans of margaritas. And Candy's like, I'm so sad you're leaving, but you're gonna have an amazing life. Yeah. And then they fly off in their spaceship into the sunset.
The end.
The end. This was a musical.
This was a musical, guys. This was a true blue musical where songs happened out of context that advanced the plot. It was amazing.
Oh my god.
I loved it. I loved it. Anna, what did you think?
10 out of 10.
I honestly,
I watched this and I was like...
I had zero gripes.
I would rewatch this once a year.
Absolutely. This is a movie that does not deserve sobriety.
It doesn't need it.
You also shouldn't be like totally drunk. You should just be like joyously tipsy watching this movie.
Because you know what? You know what it is? And I'm going to get into this a little bit when I talk about reviews and reception, but it's received a cult status for a lot of people, including like people that became Jim Carrey fans because it was one of his first like bigger films. Right. And it's just like, it would be a joy to rewatch because it is exactly what it is. It's not trying to be anything it's not. It is perfectly campy. It is so... No notes.
And it's approached with an incredible sense of sincerity, but also self-awareness, which is a hard line to walk.
Yeah. Also, when you have cast brilliant comedians in it.
Oh, yeah. And physical comedians, too.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
I still don't know where the $10 million went, but
no. What
did you think?
I loved this movie. I had a blast. I watched it this morning, starting at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh my god!
So honestly, my day could not have gotten off to a better start. It was so good.
It's so campy, and I'm not a fan of campy movies. But I
have to be in the right mood for campy movies.
Yeah, I really have to be in the right mood.
This was just a blast from start to finish.
It's a hoot and a half. Oh my lord. All right. Shall I kick us off with some dramaturgy?
Yes, please.
All right. Dramaturgy report. Report. So I don't have a super lot. This was directed by Julian Temple, who is a British film director, specifically mostly documentaries and music videos, and he was young when he did this. He was probably like 35, which for a $10 million budget film is incredible. He began his career with short films featuring the Sex Pistols and continued to work on like kind of off the radar stuff. He is most well known for his biographies and films about bands, so like biographic films and documentaries and stuff like that. He is also the father of actress Juno Temple,
Oh.
which we know most recently from Ted Lasso, but she's been doing stuff since like Atonement,
Ages.
The Other Boleyn Girl, The Dark Knight Rises, Maleficent. Like she's a phenomenal actress.
She's working.
But I was just like, Temple's an unusual last name. I wonder if there's any relation. There is.
Yes, there is.
I don't have a lot for the cinematographer. His name is Oliver David Whiteside Stapleton.
Yeah.
He is also an English cinematographer, which is funny because this is not an English film.
Nope.
It just happens to have an English creative side.
Yep.
He is a pretty serious cinematographer, and he's best known for like Cider House Rules.
Fuck off, really?
Yes. Like Casanova.
That's so funny.
The Proposal. So like he does comedies.
Yeah.
But it was just like, oh.
Oh.
Listen, the money's green, regardless of the film.
Absolutely.
And that's all I have for director and cinematographer.
That's cool. So this plot was based off of a song called Earth Girls Are Easy that was written by Julie Brown. Now, Julie Brown plays Candy in this movie, and she also wrote all of the original songs that were in this movie. So she acted in it, and she was also the music side of it.
We love it.
The script was eventually written by Charlie Coffey and Terrence McNally, who also produced the film.
Terrence McNally.
Because Terrence McNally was married to Julie Brown at that time.
Oh.
Yes.
That explains why
exactly.
he's here.
So, a little bit about how this got made, because this EP that this song was on, called Goddess in Progress, was released in 1984, and Warner Bros. Began writing a musical comedy based on this song.
I've never heard anyone say Warner Bros.
Oh, I don't know. Warner Brothers Pictures.
Warner Bros. Like, sorry, as you were.
WB, whatever. They started writing this based on the song Earth Girls Are Easy, and it was going to star Julie Brown as Val. It was going to have a screenplay written by Brown and McNally and Coffey. Originally, it was stated to go into production in 1986, but the studio lost confidence when Julian Temple, the director's previous film, was a complete failure at the box office. Now, they decided that they didn't want to use Julie Brown as the lead. They wanted someone that was a bit more known.
They wanted star power.
They wanted at least someone that someone knew as like the main featured role. Now, originally, I'll get into who else was offered this, but they were looking at like Madonna to be, and like
Olivia
Molly
Newton-John.
Ringwald.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to all of them, but there's a few in there that I was just like, I can't even imagine.
No, Geena Davis was perfect for this.
Yes, exactly. So it was dropped for a couple of years, but eventually the French bank Credit Lyonnais agreed to finance this film if he shaved off $4 million off of the estimated $14 million budget, so turned it into a $10 million budget. And De Laurentiis Entertainment
De
Group,
Laurentiis, yeah.
thank you, agreed to distribute it. So they finally got started, but there was a lot of delays on set because Temple had a very specific vision, and it ended up having more than 5 months of post-production, cutting and tinkering and editing. They ended up removing a lot of scenes and then putting in the song 'Cause I'm Blonde, because they cut the song I Like 'Em Big and Stupid, which is going to be my homework because I found a version of that. Yes, because it is the himbo theme song is what it is.
I like 'em big and stupid.
So, but of course, by the time that they were done with all of the editing, the De Laurentiis Entertainment Group had filed for bankruptcy, so they took too long. So finally, they had the finished print, and there was like a lot of distributors, because their original distributor had gone bankrupt, that were interested, but ultimately Vestron Pictures picked up the distribution rights, and it premiered in September 1988. But it was finally released in like May 89, because there was like some legal troubles apparently. Now, I do want to say there was a staged reading of this.
Yes.
Which starred some wild people. So
I don't know who was in the staged reading.
Okay, so Julie Brown reprised her role of Candy.
Amazing.
Valerie was played by Kristen Chenoweth.
Yes, I did know this.
Mark Kudish was Ted, and Hunter Foster was cast as Mac. It's so much. Now, I will say that Whiplock and Zebo were cut, so there was only one alien, which is really upsetting.
Lame.
Yes. So there were no sets, but there were costumes, but they carried their scripts around, so it was very much like a staged reading, and it was like to find investors. They performed like renditions of the 80s pop songs, but there wasn't anything original. And there is like some video clips that are available on YouTube. I'll see if I can find those as well, because that would also be great homework. However, this reading happened on September 16th, 2001. So it was not received, and it really never got investors because obviously New York was recovering.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, we never got to really see Kristen Chenoweth as Valerie, which I would have fucking loved. So, in terms of actors and casting, just to talk a little bit about who was in this, I'm not going to go super deep into anyone this time. Originally, the guy who plays Ted was Charles Rocket, and the guy who played Woody was Michael McKean. Now, originally, they were swapped roles. So, the guy who plays Ted would have been our surfer bro Woody, and vice versa, which is wild, because they were both perfect at the role that they were in. At one point, they were talking about casting John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John as Mac and Valerie, but they ended up saying no to that. The other people who could have been Valerie were Madonna, Daryl Hannah, Elizabeth Shue, Justine Bateman, Molly Ringwald, and Deborah Winger. Wild. Insanity. So that's what I have. Do you want to talk about reviews and reception?
Yeah, so as we've said before, this had a $10 million budget. It did not recoup. It got absolutely destroyed at the box office. It did get decently okay reviews in terms of critical stuff. Like Roger Ebert said, it's silly and predictable and about as permanent as a feather in the wind, but it was fun to watch.
Yes.
Oh, here it is. It only earned back about like a third of its $10 million budget.
Oh no.
It did, however, get a cult following later because of Jim Carrey's success as a comedian. Right. As we've said before, once his star kind of got on the rise, people were like wanting to know more that he had done, and so they saw Earth Girls Are Easy.
They found it.
But yeah, didn't make much money.
Nah. Oh boy. So, singing and dancing. We had a big old dance sequence.
We had a dance battle, which
was great.
I wasn't mad about.
Nah.
The funny thing is, I always follow the soundtrack list when I watch
the soundtrack
films.
wasn't in order.
It wasn't in order, which I think maybe like when they released the CD, they did it out of order because it was hard for me to tell which was a song and which was like a background track.
Everything that was written by Julie Brown was a song. That was the only way that I could really
but she also sang them. But like Geena Davis had a song. She had did she sing it? Like The Ground You Walk On. It says it was performed by Jill Jones. So I don't know if she was
maybe not
syncing it, or maybe they just recorded it but had someone else cover it on the soundtrack.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh, here we go. I'm so sorry. This is about the soundtrack. So most of the songs on the album were different mixes than were heard in the film. Several songs were omitted altogether, and Geena Davis's song, The Ground You Walk On, was replaced with a rendition by Jill Jones. So,
got you.
Geena Davis did sing her own song in this film.
Cool.
And I thought she was fine.
She did fine, yeah.
It's not a big belty number.
No. But honestly, it was her acting throughout it, the like wistful destruction of a house, which was just delightful.
So funny.
Despite the fact that this is a true Blue musical, the songs were not the highlight. They weren't what you should watch memorable. This for.
I could not remember the title of a single one.
Nah.
But they did make it a musicale.
They did. Do you think, well, your gripe I might piggyback on, which is the continuity error of adding in that one song, because they took out I Like 'Em Big and Stupid.
I Like 'Em Big and Stupid, yeah.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. It just
No.
doesn't make sense.
It ruins the whole continuity of
Yeah.
it. Yeah, for sure. Do you have any, like, specific giggles?
Barbara the nurse.
Barbara. God, poor Barbara.
Like when she was like, I don't know what you guys do in the bedroom, but like, please leave me out of it.
Leave me out of it.
Yeah.
Just a big vibe.
Yeah.
Oh,
And just-
boy.
Jeff Goldblum was so dreamy.
He was so dreamy.
So dreamy.
Geena Davis was so dreamy.
So
Whole
dreamy. They're
deal.
both
Those two
so
together, dreamy.
Ugh. And talk about like comedy geniuses also being beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone was just like young and hot and dumb, and it was great.
It was great. It's a good time.
Oh yeah. Honestly, like my moment of joy is the whole thing. It doesn't take itself seriously, but it's portrayed sincerely, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Do you have any fun facts?
I have to find a new fun fact because we've said all of mine already, so please hold.
Oh no. Okay, I'll give mine. So we see the aliens speaking like their native language, and it's actually just dialogue that's read backwards, and then they lip synced to their own backwards sound, and you can really tell in some obvious words, but like their whole alien language is just like backwards English.
Just like big Floop is a madman, help us, save us energy.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. I'm not going to make this my homework, but I did rewatch the music video. So in 2015, I want to say, Britney Spears and Iggy Azalea put out a song called Pretty Girls, and the music video was an homage to this film, and specifically to Geena Davis in this film. And I rewatched the music video, and that song's bad. So...
Oh no.
But the music video itself is like very campy 80s vibes, inspired by this film.
And I think it was supposed to be inspired specifically by I Like 'Em Big and Stupid, which is my homework.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I'd rather you watch that.
Yes, and then I will also see if I can find clips of the staged reading, because I guarantee you that's like everything that you want it to be. Do you have any other homework that you want to add?
No, I don't have homework.
That's okay. I think, Anna, is that all she wrote?
I think that is all she wrote.
Yeah.
It's a nice, quick episode.
I loved this. This was a delight.
Really enjoyed this.
Well, and this will be released on Halloween. So, y'all, I hope you have a great, safe, and joyous Halloween.
I hope this is a
eat some
weirdly
candy.
spooky film that's not spooky at all.
It's not spooky at all, but it's just very
campy.
campy.
Yeah, campy's good for Halloween.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Well, if you're still with us, thanks
Dear
for going
God.
on this intergalactic journey with us.
Yes.
This has been 5678, a movie musical podcast. I have been Anna.
I'm still Grace.
Take care of yourselves and others, and we'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
5, 6, 7, 8.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know.